Hello students. Our today's lecture topic is linear differential equation of second and higher order with constant coefficients. Any differential equation is called linear if the dependent variable and its derivatives are of first degree. Let us understand this by an example. d2y by dx square plus dy by dx plus y is equals to 0. The degree of this differential equation is 1 and the order is 2. It is a second order and first degree differential equation. And the dependent variable y is also of first degree. In this case, any differential equation is said to be linear. Next, we will see the general form of linear differential equation. dny by dxn plus a1 dn minus 1 y by dxn minus 1 and so on a and y equal to phi of x. You can see here this is a differential equation of n order and 1 degree. Here each coefficient a1, a2, an minus 1 and so on an are constants. That is why it is called a linear differential equation with constant coefficient. First, we have to write the symbolic form of this above equation by replacing each d by dx to capital D. Replacing each d by dx to capital D, equation 1 can be converted into this form. This is called the symbolic form of the given differential equation. So the equation will convert to d power n plus a1 d power n minus 1 plus and so on an, taking common y from each term equal to phi of x. This can be written as f of dy equal to phi of x. Next, phi of x equal to 0 and phi of x not equals to 0. So there are situations, if suppose phi of x equal to 0, the equation is called homogeneous. And if phi of x is not equal to 0, the equation is called non-homogeneous linear differential equation. Next, we will see what is the solution of this linear differential equation based on homogeneous category and non-homogeneous category. Homogeneous category means this phi of x part will be 0 and the equation, the symbolic form of the equation will be f of dy equals to 0. In this situation, the complete solution will be only the complementary function, which we denoted by yc, complementary function cf. Whereas non-homogeneous equation, in this case phi of x is not equal to 0. So the complete solution is a combination of two parts. One is the same complementary function and other one is particular integral. The combination of these two gives the complete solution in non-homogeneous category. Next, we will learn method of finding the complementary function, the CF, which is also called as YC if Y is the dependent variable. For this, we have considered one example. Consider a second order differential equation which is homogeneous. You can see this example d2y by dx square plus a1 dy by dx plus a2y equals to 0. First of all, we have to write the symbolic form of the given equation by converting d by dx equal to capital D and taking y common in each term. So the given equation will convert into d square plus a1d plus a2 taking common y equal to 0, which can also be written as function of d, the symbolic equation which contains d. So we can also write f of dy equals to 0. The next step, we have to write the auxiliary equation. This can be written by converting every d equal to small m. So the symbolic form will now convert into m square plus a1m plus a2 equal to 0, which you can see it is a quadratic equation. Because the order of this quadratic equation is 2, we can get two roots of this equation. Now, based on the roots of the equation, we can write down the complementary function of the linear differential equation. For that, here we will understand it by table. In this table, there are 4 cases based on the roots of the quadratic equation which we form here as an auxiliary equation. Coming to the first case, which is real and distinct roots. If we get real and distinct roots, different roots, which is our real number, in that case, suppose m1 and m2 are two different roots, real and distinct roots of the equation. In that case, the complementary function will be c1 e power m1x plus c2 e power m2x. Case 2. If we get real and equal roots, repeated roots, real but repeated equal roots. For example, m1 and m2 are real numbers but both are same, repeated. Let it is equal to m. In this case, the complementary function will become c1 plus x c2 e power mx. Case number 3, complex roots. Complex numbers are a pair form a plus minus ib. Suppose this is the root of the equation. In this a plus minus ib, the real part is a and the imaginary part is b. So complementary function will become e power real part ax plus c1 cos bx. B is the imaginary part of the complex root bx plus c2 sin bx. These are the 3 major case: real and distinct, real and equal, and complex root. Case 4 is again a complex root but in repeated category. Suppose we got complex repeated root. In that case, for example, a plus minus ib, comma a plus minus ib are repeated complex roots. So total we have 4 roots here because complex number comes in a pair. So 2 roots are with here a plus minus ib and one more a plus minus ib are there. In this case, you have to write a combination of case 2 and case 3. Here again, the real part is A, which is same for both the cases, and the imaginary part is B, which is same for both the real, both the complex numbers. So yc will be equal to e power ax, the real part. Because the roots are repeating, so we have to use c1 plus x c2 cos bx plus c3 plus x c4 sin bx. So this table gives the formula for the complementary function. Now we will see in the next some problems. Some problems we will solve based on the complementary function. See the first problem. Solve d cube y by dx cube minus 2 d2y by dx square plus 4 dy by dx minus 8y equals to 0. Equals to 0 shows here it is a homogeneous equation. That means the complete solution of this differential equation is only the complementary function. Step 1, we have to write symbolic form. To write that, convert d by dx equal to capital D with the same powers 3, 2, 1. So equation will convert into d cube minus with constant 2d square plus 4d minus 8 taking common y equals to 0. Then we have to write auxiliary equation. That will be written by converting d equal to m. Now we have an auxiliary equation m cube minus 2m square plus 4m minus 8 equals to 0. When we are writing the auxiliary equation, we have to remove this y part from here and equate this equation equals to 0 so that we can get the roots of the equation. Now we have two options to solve this equation. Finding the roots of this equation we can do manually, as well as we can use the scientific calculator in equation mode. In equation mode, when we put, we can directly get these 3 roots. We can see one of the root is 2, which is a real number, and the other pair of roots is a complex number, plus minus 2y. In this complex number, we don't have the real part. It contains only the imaginary part, which is 2. Now, based on the cases of complementary function, we are going to write the solution. Y, it's equal to, for real numbers, c1 e power 2x plus, then for plus minus 2i, there is no real part in this complex number, so only the imaginary part is there. We will write c2 cos 2x plus c3 sin 2x. This becomes the complete solution of this differential equation because it is homogeneous. It doesn't contain the phi x part. So there will be no particular integral for this problem. Moving on to the next problem. D cube minus 3d plus 2y equals to 0, which is already written in the symbolic form. So directly we can write down the auxiliary equation, m cube minus 3m plus 2 equal to 0. Again a cubic equation. By using first we'll find out the roots of this equation. The roots are m equal to 1, 1 and minus 2. Now you can see the first two roots are repeated. Repeated means we will apply case 2, repeated category, real and repetition. In that case, we will write c1 plus xc2 whole common e power x. Minus 2 is a single real number, so c3 e power minus 2x becomes the complete solution. Moving on to the next problem. d2y by dx square minus dy by dx plus 5y equals to 0, subject to dy by dx equals to 2 and y equals to 1 at x equals to 0. Now in this problem there are some conditions given, some values are given. This is required to find out the values of constants which we get in the complementary solution. Every complementary solution contains the number of some numbers of constant. So to calculate those constant, these values are given. Now we'll start the solution for this problem. First writing the symbolic form. Converting d by dx to d will get this equation. Next we'll write auxiliary equation by converting d to m and writing without y, equating it to 0 to get the roots of this equation. Solving this quadratic equation, we get the roots 2 plus minus I, which is a complete complex number having the real part and the imaginary part. Real part is 2 and the imaginary part is I. The 1, coefficient of I is 1. So based on this, the complementary function will become e power 2x c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. Because this equation is a homogeneous equation, so this itself will become the complete solution of the given equation. Now the second part is using this condition, we have to find out the values of constants which we have used here, that is C1 and C2. We can see in the condition it is given dy by dx equals to 2, y equal to 1 at x equals to 0. This shows that we need to differentiate the y value once and then apply this condition. Now differentiating this equation number 1 by u into v method. Let u is e power 2x and v is this full bracket part, c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. One by one differentiating, let e power 2x is constant, differentiating this bracket part completely. Differentiation of cos x is minus sin x and differentiation of sin x is cos x. Plus next time, let this bracket part is constant and differentiating e power 2x, which becomes 2 e power 2x. So equation 2 is the value of dy by dx. Now applying the conditions one by one. Condition number 1, y equals to 1 at x equals to 0. Placing these value in equation number 1. Left hand side will become 1, e power 0. E power x means e power 0 is equal to 1. Then cos 0 degree is 1. So we'll get only c1. Plus sine 0 degree is 0. Solving this equation, we'll get constant c1 equal to 1. Condition number 2, at x equals to 0, taking dy by dx equals to 2. Using this condition in equation number 2, this becomes left hand side dy by dx is 2. E power 0 is 1. Sine 0, 0. Cos 0, 1. So we will get C2 over here. Plus e power 0, 1. So only 2 is left. Cos 0, 1. And sin 0, 0. Putting the value of C1 equal to 1, simplifying this relation, we'll get C2 is equals to 0. So this is a technique to find out the values of constant when the conditions are given. This is also called as initial value boundary problems. Now placing this C1 and C2 in this complete solution, that is equation number 1, we get y is equals to e power 2x into cos x. So here we complete the homogeneous equation. In this lecture, we understood what is linear differential equation and what are the two types of linear differential equation, homogeneous and non-homogeneous. In homogeneous, we have the complete solution will be only the complementary function. Whereas in non-homogeneous equation, the complete solution is a combination of the particular integral as well as complementary function. Later on, we understood how to find out the complementary solutions for any differential equation, and we have solved some homogeneous linear differential equations. Thank you.